even though she's hilarious, Shira71 does say a lot of problematic stuff, and I usually let it slide, but this particular one I just couldn't let go. So let's just first hear what she had to say.
Do you think Locs are masculine? I love them, but not being approached. Thanks for all your wisdom. And okay, I guess it just depends on how you look, how much makeup you wear, what you wear as well. Like if you're a very hyper feminine woman and people can tell that you're straight, they may not be masculine at all. But sometimes people get confused and think you're a lesbian. Okay, so you have to be ultra feminine if you're going to do Locs. That's just my opinion, because every time I see women out, when they're not ultra feminine, because there's days where I don't look ultra feminine. But imagine if you have a certain hairstyle that a lot of lesbians have, people may confuse you. So if you're gonna wear them, you gotta be ultra feminine.
Seriously, what does being ultra feminine even mean? And why do women who have locks have to look ultra feminine in particular? Like, I feel like Shira's problem is that she takes her case for a generality, and this is going to have a lot of y'all upset, but she's an average looking woman who feels she needs every enhancement in the book, makeup, the straight, long wig or weave, which is fine, but she also feels like we all need that, which is where she's going wrong in my opinion, because we're not all average looking women. Like, some of us have face cuts that never decline, okay? Some of us could put a baby bag on our head and go out and still have men approach us, okay? Some of us can go out with no hair whatsoever, with the 2WA. Like, women are out here with no hair on their head whatsoever, bald. And they still have men who want to take them out to dinner, who want to marry them, who want to have kids with them, who want to spend the rest of their life with them. Like, we don't all have the same life. We don't all have the same story. Like, this is not a one case fit all. Like, men are not a monolith. They're not all looking for the exact same thing. They're not all looking for the exact same woman. And I feel like that is where the disconnect is between, Shira, what she says, and what I hear sometimes, because it don't be making sense. Like, I don't understand. Why would you be talking about locks and say that it's a hairstyle that most lesbians have? Like, how do you know that? Have you conducted studies? Like, are there studies out there that prove that most women who are queer have locks? And which type of locks? Sister locks? Like, do you see how this doesn't make sense? Like, please. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, it doesn't even make an inkling of sense, because I see a lot of women on TikTok with sister locks, and most of them are partnered with men. They make cute couple content. So I don't understand. How are we to know that most people with locks are queer? Like, that don't make sense to me. And yeah, what about locks make it look queer? It don't make sense to me. Like, sister locks are so feminine. Like, they're so femme and dainty and tiny that they are even called sister locks. So why would anyone associate that with being a lesbian? Like, somebody quickly give me an answer, because that don't make sense to me. And I feel like, texturism is a recurring theme for Shira. Like she said before, that braids are ghetto, when we know that black women are the only group of women that wear braids. Okay, now sure, there's occasional Caucasian women with the braids here and there, but generally black women, we are the group that wear braids the most. So saying that braids are ghetto when you know that most of your audience is black women and that they are the predominant group who wear braids, just it's giving texturism. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, she also made a comment about big curly hair. She says that it's taking away from your beauty, and my thing is, if you possess beauty at all, okay, if you actually have beauty, no shade no tea, why would any hairstyle actually take that away from you? That don't make sense. Okay, like, if a hairstyle is taking away your beauty, then I'm sorry to say, but you probably don't possess any at all. No shade, no tea, okay? Because that don't make sense. Like, why would you say that big curly hair distract from somebody's beauty? Like, it don't make sense. And all of it, again, it's just giving texturism, in my opinion. Like, she's always pushing these wide wigs. I think this company is sponsoring her, whatever, which is fine. It's her prerogative. But, always pushing these straight, long wigs, it's fine when you're not speaking negatively about braids, big, kinky, curly hair, natural hair. Oh my god, she really advice against women wearing their natural hair in order to go out and try to get a man to approach them, which again hasn't been my personal experience. Like, I have a lot of men approach me when I'm wearing my false hair in a bun. As a matter of fact, I would say that that is the hairstyle that gets me the most attention. Men will approach me the most when I'm wearing my falsy hair in a slick back. So I haven't found that to be true. So yeah, if you are somebody who watches Shiva 71 a lot, or just influencers, content creators in general, whether here or on TikTok, take what they say with a grain of salt. Okay, understand that men are not a monolith, that a lot of the time people are talking from their own personal opinion, and a lot of people think that their opinions are factual, but opinions are not fact. And I understand that sometimes they feel like fact. I can certainly get that, but that doesn't actually make them factual. So chew the meat and spit the bone. Okay, like, don't take what people say too hard. Like, even me, like, don't take everything that I say as Bible. Okay, like, except if you are 5'11", except if you look just like me, except if you have my ADHD brain, nothing that I say is going to work out exactly like it worked out for me for you. Okay, it's not going to work out perfectly for you, because you are not me. And it's so important that we understand that while we are taking advice from content creators online, understand that everything they say won't apply to your own personal life. You need to use discernment while listening to content creators online. Remember recently the content creators who was telling women not to get married, men are this, men are that, men are the third, and then she popped out engaged, and a lot of her fan base was annoyed, but they were not using discernment. Like, why would you let a content creator detract you from getting engaged if you have a great man into your life that actually want to get married with you? If he's a good man, if he's emotionally supportive, if he's financially taking care of you, why wouldn't you get engaged to him? Why wouldn't you marry him? Only because somebody's daughter on TikTok says so? Oh really? Is that how y'all live your lives? Like, girl, please. Okay, I be damned before I let some stranger on the internet tell me exactly how I am to live my life. Okay, use discernment, use your own brain. Like, it's not because Sheila says that you have to date somebody who is 35 years older than you that you actually have to marry somebody who is 35 years older than you. It's not because she said that you have to go for somebody who is super duper mad ugly that you have to date somebody who is mad ugly. It's not because she said that you have to date somebody who is fat that you have to date somebody who is fat. Okay, you have to do what works for you. It's not because that is what worked for her that is what is going to work for you. It's not because she had to settle for a colorist black man who had a wife and a girlfriend that is also what you have to do. There are a lot of women out there who are being provided by men who are as young as they are, who are around the same age as them, or who are just barely older than them, men who are not overweight, men who are not ugly. Okay, we are not all the same. We don't all have the same sexual market value. Some of us are 10 and some of us are 3, so we can't claim the same standards. Okay, private jet daddy may be realistic for some and it's not going to be realistic for others, and we just need to be honest about these things. Okay, if you have 3 kids from 3 different baby daddies, dating may look different from you than somebody who doesn't have any kids at all, or who only have 1 kid, right? And we need to be honest about these things. Shira is somebody who had to settle for a colorist man who had a wife and a girlfriend. Okay, as a light-skinned black woman, her stock is highest among black men, whereas I, as a dark-skinned black woman, my stock is highest among Caucasian men. So there are differences, you guys, and we need to take these differences and these nuances into consideration. Like, these conversations are not black or white, they are gray, and then you have your light grays and your dark grays, and then you have the gray in the grays. Okay, like, we cannot make blanket statements and generalities and say it's like this or it's like that, or men like this or men like that, because guess what, men are not a monolith. They don't all like the same things, they don't all want the same things. Sure, there can be some truth in some generalities, but still there are a lot of nuance, and that is what I often find that it's missing in Shira's video. Like, context is missing, nuance is missing. Like, it's just spewing generalities as fact, and that's it, that's all. And it's not only with her, a lot of content creators tend to do this, whether it's here on YouTube or on TikTok. So it's on you as the consumer to be mindful of the content that it is you consume, and how is it you digest that content, how is it you apply that content in your own life. You have to be mindful. You have to always ask yourself, will this apply in my life the same way it applies in this content creator's life? If she's child free and you got 2 kids, maybe some of her advice is not going to work for you. Like, maybe you can't just up and go. Like, you have to be mindful of who you leave your kids with, etc, etc, right? So What I'm trying to say here is that be careful while taking advice on the internet, because all advice are not the same, and the people who give the advice, sometimes they don't even live the life that, you know, they are talking about. For example, I started watching Shira 10 years ago, and back then I really liked her content. It was very down to earth, and the live were not too long. They would go on for 60-90 minute max, and then that was it. And with time, the live became longer and longer, and I realized that I no longer was interested in the content because I wasn't interested in living the same lifestyle that she was. Like, one of my rule of thumb is don't take millionaire advice from somebody who isn't a millionaire. Okay, so I generally don't take advice from people whose life I don't want when it comes to a particular matter, a particular subject. So I decided no longer to take dating advice from her because I actually wasn't interested in, you know, a marriage like the one that she was in. I wasn't interested in being live for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours without even taking a bathroom break, barely going on holidays. Like, when I think provider man, I think yacht, honey. I think automatic again Patek Philippe. I think first and business class ticket. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay, no, taking 2 holidays a year, like, that's not what I personally aspire to, what I'm looking for. So I decided, you know, no longer to watch her content. Now, her content is unavoidable in today's internet landscape. Like, there are shorts of it everywhere on TikTok, and she's hilarious. You know, there's one thing I'm going to give Shira is that she can be very, very quick with the answers, and she's funny and hilarious. So, you know, I watch her content nowadays for Kiki and Games. I mean, she even registered her content on YouTube under comedy. So really make sure you take what she says with a grain of salt, because she can't actually be held accountable for anything she says, because she even registered her channel under comedy. And I honestly feel at this point that's what her content is. Honestly, I think her content is comedy. Like, it makes me laugh a lot, but I wouldn't take it seriously because yeah, it's not that serious. Anyway, this video is turning into a rant, so I'm gonna love you and leave you here. But use discernment, okay? When consuming content online, use discernment. A lot of content creators are actually fronting. Okay, there's that too. There's the lying. Okay, a lot of them are not actually living the life they claim they do. Because if you have a millionaire sponsoring your life, then why do you need the girlies to pay? Like, it don't make sense. You have this man, according to what you say, who is financing this life for you. So why do you need the girlies to buy your course? It don't make sense. Why are you aggressively pushing your course? It don't make sense, because you already have this man who you say is providing you with a very luxurious and beautiful lifestyle. So why would you need the girlies to pay? Why do you need them to buy your birthday gift? Why do you have Amazon wishlist gift for your birthday? For Valentine's Day, like, is it the man you are in a relationship with or married with the one supposed to buy your Valentine's Day gifts? Like, sometimes even for your kid's birthday and your kid's graduation, like, the whole thing doesn't make sense, you guys. I don't use your brain, okay? Use discernment, because a lot of you guys are leaks, and honestly, I can't even be mad at the gifters online, because I mean, y'all let them do it, right? A lot of you guys are leaks. A lot of you guys will actually pay for the courses or whatever, will actually buy them the gifts and the stuff, and yeah, so why wouldn't they ask for it? Like, at the end of the day, good for them. Hey, perhaps they're just less dumb than I am, okay? Because why wouldn't you take it if people are willing to give it? But it doesn't make sense to me that you would have a millionaire husband who is providing you with a lavish and luxurious lifestyle, but then you still need women online to purchase your perfume and buy your course. Like, that don't make sense to me, you know? And if it was just something they'd mention from time to time, you'd say okay, but some of them are aggressively pushing these courses, okay? Like, they be live for hours, and every couple of minutes, don't forget to purchase my course, you guys. If you want this, buy my course. If you want that, buy my course. And I'm just thinking, it's not giving. My husband is providing a lavish lifestyle for me, because if it was, why you here, girl? Why weren't you in Santorini, Mykonos? Like, why are you here? Why are you live on TikTok for hours? Like, don't you need to pee? Listen, that is the one question I have. Like, don't these girls need to pee too, honey? I need to pee every hour, okay? Every 45 minutes, every 40 minutes, I need to pee, okay? I drink a gallon a day. It's the secret to my radiant skin, period. And I need to pee all the time. I couldn't be live for hours, okay? I really want to do a live. I'd love to try that. Maybe an hour or so. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. But yeah, being live for 6, 7, 8, 9 hours, no pee break. Yeah, it's not giving. It's not giving lavish. But hey, what do I know? I just know it's not the life that I personally aspire to. But I'm really gonna go now. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. In the comment section down below, let me know what do you think about the whole shebang. Like, every time that you see a woman with locks, do you think that's a lesbian? Is that what goes through y'all's mind? Do not forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Mwah.